happens with a goddess? We all have the goddess within ourselves. And the goddess is this archetype of love, this wisdom, this power, and all this sense of I belong, I am enough, I have everything. I can change the world if I want, right? That is the archetype of the goddess. And we all have that within ourselves. And actually today I'm gonna guide you into a meditation so that you can connect with your inner goddess, not that goddess that we see outside of ourselves, but the one that lives within you. We all have it. But the problem is that we have so many things on top of that. We have the fear, we have the trauma, we have the emotions that we are suppressing, that we forget about this inner goddess. We forget about this source of wisdom. And the way that I see all this wisdom that we have, either the goddess, the soul, and everything else that you want to call this wisdom that we all have within, the way that I like to see it is that it lies within our hearts, right deep within our heart. And the more layers we have on top, it is difficult for us to access this wisdom. So as we begin to let go, to embrace, to acknowledge our feelings and emotions, it is easier for us to access this wisdom, isn't it? It just makes sense. We feel lighter, we feel more uplifted. So it is easier for us to access the beautiful things that we all have. We are amazing people, especially women. We are so powerful. But because we have to deal with this physical line, with life, with this physical form, it gets so dense that we forget about how powerful we are. So talking about the moon again, she helps us to feel that we are powerful. But she also teaches us that we are powerful, but we need to be careful with our power. We need to learn how to use our power. And maybe she's teaching you that right now. How are you using your time, your energy, your love? Those are our powers, right? How are you using your time? Do you have healthy boundaries? Do you have healthy relationships? Do you have healthy habits that are supporting you as a woman, as a person, as a mother, and I don't know how many other roles you have? It's about that. We have those powers. We have the time, we have the energy, but we need to be wise. We need to know when, how to use our energy, to use our time in a way that can help us to unleash all the beauty that we have within. So this is just a reminder because you guys know all of that. Deep inside, you know. My job here is just to remind you. Any questions so far? Please ask. Okay. And another thing that I wrote down here, it's about, it also goes along with this power that we all have, is that you get to decide how long something will stay in your life. Think about that for a moment. You get to decide how long something stays in your life. And that's true, guys. That is so true if you think about that. It is up to you. And of course, with that comes responsibility. Of course, self-love. And so many other things that are so particular to each one of us. But it is our decision. And of course, once we make our decision towards something, that is another process that we need to go through, which is the step, right? So think about something. What is going on in your life right now that you either want to leave or you want to bring? And make a decision today. Just by making a decision alone would help you to cultivate so many beautiful things within you. It's about the intention, right? You probably already heard about the power of the intention. They talk a lot about that. But the way that I like to say is the power of the decision. You make one decision, and then you make whatever it takes to accomplish or maybe to sustain your decision. And I know that sounds something really hard to do, but don't worry. I'm a very nice person, very nice teacher. The way that I teach my clients, it's about the baby steps. And that's what I do in my life. Baby steps is something that changed my life. Because if I have a big goal, a vision, I will come back to the present moment and ask myself, what can I do today in order to get to where I want? And that is something, when I say baby steps, I mean it. Think about something so tiny, small that you can do today. Small, like so small that when you're done with this call, you are able to do it. That is the power of baby steps. Think about that, guys, about your decision. Whatever that decision is, to maybe to ask for something, someone, a situation to leave your life, or something to stay. And then think about what is one baby steps that I can do when I'm leave this call, and then do it. And then think about what else can I do? And be gentle with yourself. I think we need to be gentle with ourselves, because otherwise we are not able to sustain the things, the changes that we want to see. We are so powerful, like I said, and we have big visions. And we need to learn how to be gentle with yourself so that we can sustain our energy, so that we can have the time to not only to be a mother, to have I don't know how many jobs, and to also take care of yourself. So healthy habits and baby steps are the key for you to accomplish anything in your life. And that goes along with the emotions, right? That we start talking about. If something, an emotion, a feeling is no longer serving you, make a decision today. Not to let go, because we are adults, right? Adults, they have goals, but they have a plan. Don't only say, I want to let go of my anger. I want to let go of my sadness. For me, that's like a child just saying, oh, I don't want this anymore. No, we need to do the work. We are adults. We got to do the work. Sorry. I do that every day. It never ends. When you're done with something, another thing will come. And I think that's the beauty of this lifetime. We are here as a soul to learn and to evolve, and to learn and teach, and to have this connection with each other. And that's a beautiful thing. And I think the goal, at least for me, is to have fun while I navigate through this journey. So maybe one thing for you guys to take away from this is acknowledge your feelings, but also do the work, but take it easy. Begin small and be gentle with yourself, and also give yourself permission to have fun throughout this process, because maybe it can last 1 month, 2 months, or most likely the whole life, you know. I don't know how many years we're going to live, but for me, at least another 50 years, maybe more than that. So we might as well just have fun while we do it, right? So keep that in mind and make this healing, awakening journey a really enjoyable, fun journey. And I know in the beginning, it is hard, but then as you practice, it gets easier and easier. I am having lots of fun here talking to you guys about that. And I have fun throughout my healing. I laugh at myself when I talk to my guides. They laugh with me, and we just it's so funny when that happens. And I think it's a beautiful thing to cultivate. Okay, and I think, let's see the time. I think we can do a meditation now. What do you guys think? Are you guys ready for a meditation? Okay, good. So I'm gonna put some music on. Just let me know if you can hear. We know if you can hear the music and my voice. Can you hear my voice and the music? Just give me a thumbs up. No? No music?
No music.
Okay, let's try. Music now?
Kind of. It started, but then it kind of faded out a bit.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we're gonna do without music. It's better. I forgot to put it on my computer. Anyhow, yeah, you're just gonna have to stick with my voice. So let's begin then. So get yourself in a comfortable position. If you want to lie down, you can, or remain seated, whatever is comfortable for you. And when you're ready, you can begin by closing your eyes. Relaxing all muscles in your face. Relaxing your shoulders, your arms, your hands. And feeling the weight of your body. This beautiful body that sustains your soul, that helps you to navigate the emotions, the feelings. So take a moment to feel this beautiful vessel of learning, of love. That is the only body that you have. So make sure you love this body. And now just be aware of it, feeling centered, feeling connected and grounded. Now I invite you to begin to become aware of your breathing. Just begin by breathing with more intention, feeling the air getting inside your lungs, expanding your chest, and noticing the air leaving your body. Just become aware of that movement. And now take your breath a little deeper, intentionally filling your lungs with lots of air. And then letting all this air go. And keep doing this cleansing breath for a little bit. Not trying to get it right, just going with the flow. Just allowing your body to tell you how it likes to breathe. And then you can return your breathing to normal. Once again, noticing your body. And now I invite you to bring your awareness to your chest. And now to the middle of your chest, to your heart chakra. Just try your best to bring your awareness there, using the power of your intention. Begin to connect with your heart without any expectation or judgment. It just breathe into your heart. Just breathe into your heart space. Giving your heart permission to feel anything, to process anything and everything. Continue to breathe into your heart center. You are just feeling now. And now I invite you to begin to go within your heart. And begin by noticing anything inside your heart. It can be an emotion, a feeling, something that happened to you. Whatever that is, just let it come to the surface. Don't suppress it. And if your mind begins to wander, just breathe. It will come to you. And continue to go deep and deeper, becoming more curious about what is inside your heart. Not judging, just curious. Maybe becoming to notice the things that you want to let go of, the things that are no longer serving you. Is that anything that today it's possible for you to release, to embrace, or maybe to process? What is possible for you today to do under this full moon? What is your heart telling you that is possible? Just breathe and feel. And continue to go deep within your heart. Going down and down, passing all the layers, all the memories, good and bad, all the attachments, and going within. And when you get to the bottom of your heart, you can find a beautiful rose. You can choose the color of your rose. Just visualize this rose and imagine that this rose is opening up petal by petal. one petal at a time. Take a look at this rose, how beautiful that is. That even though there is so much on top of her, she's still beautiful. She's colorful. It doesn't matter what is on top of her, she's still there, showing up her beauty. That is your heart. It's beautiful, it's healthy, and full of energy and love. And imagine now that within this flower, this rose, you can see a figure, a goddess rising from this rose. There is no right or wrong way to visualize this goddess rising. Just feel her. Just feel her energy, her strength, her courage, her wisdom, her self-worth, compassion. She is here to teach you something, to tell you something. She lies within your heart, and she is accessible to you 24/7. And today she has something to tell you. And the only thing that you have to do to listen to that is to feel your heart. And maybe you can hear a word, a sentence. Maybe it would be just a feeling, whatever that is. Just give yourself permission to hear it and to feel the goddess within. You are the goddess. You are this source of wisdom. You are beautiful, wise, courageous, strong. You are the goddess. Just remember that. And imagine now that this wisdom coming from your inner goddess begins to spread out to your whole body. Just imagine now that this is the energy, that right now this energy is going through all your body, healing your emotional body, calming your mental body, uplifting your spiritual body, and bringing balance and health to your physical body. Just take a moment to visualize this energy traveling through all your bodies. You don't need to do much effort. It's just an intention. Take a moment now just to feel this energy all over you, giving you permission to be the beautiful goddess that you came here to be, to forgive yourself from all the mistakes that you think you made, to love yourself in a way that only you deserve and know how to be loved and feel loved. She's given you permission to be you exactly the way you are. She's telling you that you are enough. And the only thing that you have to do now is to trust that yes, you have everything inside you to overcome your fears, your struggles, your limits, your doubts. You have it all. You just need to remember how to gain access to that, to reclaim your power. So, and as you continue to connect with this energy of the inner goddess, I invite you to connect with the moon that is outside of you, illuminating your inside, your inner temple. So you can either visualize the full moon, maybe you can just feel the energy of the full moon. And imagine that this energy is now connecting with your inner energy, with your inner goddess. Activating your cells, activating this part of the brain that helps you to remember. The light of the moon is so powerful. It can shift so many things within you. So give yourself permission now to receive this cleansing, this boost of energy from the moon. Just using the power of your intention. The only thing that you have to do to connect with the moon and anything else outside of you is to have an intention. And that's all that you have to do. Your intention is to connect with the moon, to feel her love, her wisdom, without being afraid of her power. Because you are also powerful. But just give yourself this, giving yourself permission to feel this love that is coming from outside and inside of you. And let those two energies merge together. And I invite you now to set an intention for healing. What do you need today? How can the moon, the full moon, help you today? Just set that intention now. And now let that go. Release that intention. Maybe you can take a couple of deep breaths in and out, just letting go of that intention, trusting, surrendering to the moon, knowing that she knows better. She knows how to take care of you once you ask, and that she will take care of you because she wants you stronger so that you can empower yourself and others around you. So just trust and believe that healing is happening right now, that you don't need to wait until tomorrow. Healing is happening. And you trust and you surrender to the healing that you are receiving. And now I invite you to reconnect with your physical body. And just notice your body once again. Feeling grateful for this body. Feeling beautiful, feeling worthy, feeling more empowered and centered. And slowly, you begin to bring more attention to your hands and your feet. Just begin by just moving your fingernail, your fingertips, your toes. Being gentle with your body, not trying to rush. And when you're ready, you bring your attention to your eyes and slowly open your eyes and return. And if you have water by your side, you can take a sip of water, maybe stretch. Oh, I'm feeling really relaxed now. I don't know about you guys. If you guys, anyone would like to share anything about their experience, please do so. Otherwise, just keep it for yourself. It's all good.
Yeah, sure. I really resonated with the part with like visioning the moon and then connecting to yourself. Um, I noticed like kind of my chakras, I saw like some light in each one of them. I think I'm a Cancer rising in astrology, and that's connected to the moon. So I feel like I have a bit of a sensitivity to that. But I've never had the connection between the moon and my chakras. That was the first time that happened. So that was very cool.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Thank you for
Yeah,
sharing.
yeah, thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. So, yeah, it's also like, I think like I had no idea of the meditation that I was going to guide you guys, to be honest. But when I was doing my morning meditation today, um, my guides, they show me this goddess within. They show me, it was almost like it was different than the way that I guided you, but it was almost like I saw my heart and my heart started to crack. And from my heart, from this crack, I saw a goddess coming out. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? It's so beautiful. And for me, it was a big reminder that we have this goddess within. We see so many goddess. I'm all about goddess because I have a good connection with Egypt, as you can see. So we see so many goddess outside, but wait a minute. We are also goddess, right? We have this wisdom within. It's about trusting that, validating what we already have, feeling worthy, feeling enough. It's very important for us to acknowledge and to feel inspired by others, including gods, angels, and all of those beautiful beings. but they are only inspirations. Think about that. Inspirations. Once we acknowledge that we should be falling here, not outside, our lives begins to change. I'm here now just inspiring you. I don't want you to do exactly what I'm telling you. Please don't. I make mistakes. I'm a human being, right? I want you to feel inspired by the things that I'm sharing with you. And then just go within yourself and see, okay, so I resonated with what Katherine told me. So maybe I'm going to try that. But maybe I'm going to put my own twist to this. Because you know yourself better than I do. So this is self-development. This is self-discovery. And for me, this is true self-love. Giving you what you need, not what this other person is telling you that you need. And it takes a lot of courage to go within, to get to know yourself, and to give yourself what you need. Because we are afraid. And of course, people outside of us, they're telling you, don't do that. This is wrong. You are being selfish. Come on, you're going to travel for a month without your kids? No, don't do that. You're not allowed to do that. But you are feeling like you need that time. So honor yourself. That's another takeaway from this class. Honor yourself, your desires, not only your feelings, but what do you really like? What are you passionate about? And maybe right now, because the moon illuminates not only our feelings, right? But also our desires. Those desires that are hidden, the things that we want to do, but maybe we don't have the courage, or maybe we don't think we have the money for, or blah, 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 blah. So if something's coming up to you, especially tomorrow, or maybe for the next couple of days, if something that you really want to do, it's something that is here. The moon is illuminating that so that you can see it. And imagine, think about this. Imagine if you begin to give your body what your body's asking for. Can you imagine? When I do that, I'm not perfect, right? I don't do that all the time. But when I give my body what I need, I feel amazing. And when I say that, it's not only expensive stuff. It's not about like sleeping for 10 hours. It's more simple than that. Sometimes if you have like a full-time job, you cannot afford to take like a 30-minute break, or I don't know, an hour, a nap during the day, but your body's craving some like chilled, like some calm time. Give your body 2 minutes, 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be an hour long. Going back to the baby steps concept, do what you can't, but do it. Just don't do it just because you don't have the time that you think you need. Do it, use what you have. That is a mantra for me now. I use what I have instead of complicating life. When we start to complicate life, we numb ourselves. We get nowhere. And that is because the mind begins to question, right? It tells you, oh, okay, so Katherine, I want to go to the beach today. That is something that I need. Like my body, my heart is telling you that if I go to the beach, I will feel better. But then what happens is then the mind kicks in. Oh, don't go to the beach. The traffic is horrible. It's gonna rain. And we create so many excuses. And what happens instead? I don't go to the beach because I created so many distractions, so many limitations that I just changed my mind. And maybe because I didn't go to the beach because my body wanted, what happens to my body? Next day, I wake up feeling like horrible. I needed to go to the beach, not to the beach, but I hope you guys are getting my point. It's about giving what your body needs. Sometimes it's a glass of water and you just don't wake up to go get the water for many reasons. So life is so simple. We overcomplicate. So every time that you see yourself overcomplicating your daily life, take a step back and see how can I make this easy so that I can actually make it happen. Right? So make it happen. It doesn't have to be the way that your mind is designing something. Maybe you want to come to Hawaii, right? And spend a month here. That would be awesome. But go back again to the baby step. Okay, I cannot afford to go for a month. Maybe I can go for a weekend. Oh, okay, so I can not only go for a weekend in Hawaii, so maybe I'm gonna go to, I don't know, a place near my city. I don't know. I'm gonna go to something that is comparable, but I'm gonna do something anyways. I'm not gonna numb myself and don't do it. It's about being creative too. And the more you connect with the inner goddess within, you get this creativity. We have a womb for a reason. The womb is our source of wisdom and creativity. If you don't feel like you don't have a lot of creativity, or maybe you cannot come up with ideas, maybe you need some healing around your womb. And that is so many practice that you can do. We don't have time to go over them, but that is so many things that you can do. So, but my point here today is just like to bringing you a little bit of awareness about yourself, to remind you that everything's okay, and that we have the ups, but we also have the lows, so many lows. And it is up to you to stay, at least to decide how long are you going to stay in a low. You have this power. And I know sometimes it doesn't feel like you do, but you do. It's about making conscious decisions every single day. And the only way that you can make conscious decisions is by knowing yourself. It's having the courage to go within. Maybe today I'm feeling sad, and ask yourself, why am I feeling sad? Is that because I had something that happened with my husband, something my friend told me? But don't stop there. Just ask yourself. So my friend told me that I got sad, but why did I get sad because of that? What is lacking here that made me sad? Because going back to the trigger things is that if people can tell you so many things, but if you are full, if you are whole inside, if you're healthy, you're not going to get triggered. So every time you get triggered by something, it's because there is something here. It's just like the law of attraction, right? One thing attracts each other. But if you don't have that thing, you're not going to attract it. The same thing happens with the triggers, just an idea for you to think about. Every time you get triggered by something or someone, most likely, ask yourself. Okay? Any questions? I can talk forever about this. Okay. If you guys don't have any other questions, it was a pleasure to be with you guys here. I'm really passionate about this work, and I love to share. It's not only about the things that I have learned as a spiritual teacher, as a mentor and coach, but also about my life. So everything that I'm telling you, everything that I coach my clients on, is the things that I have experienced myself. At least at some level. Again, I'm not perfect. At some level, I apply those things. But of course, I'm still learning. So it is so important for every single person to to share their voices, to share their wisdom. And I think a lot of people nowadays, they are awakening to this, how can I say it? It's almost like everybody, we want to make a contribution to this world in different ways. Each one of you have a different set of skills, of gifts and talents. So make sure you take care of yourself so that you can share that wisdom, that love with others from a place that you have plenty, that you are overflowing so that you can give. So my wish for you today is that enjoy this full moon. There is so many beautiful energies out there. I'm feeling her. This one is a very strong moon. It's a feminine energy. The moon itself is feminine. And also by being merged with this sign which is also feminine. So there is a lot of strong and positive family available for you guys. So make sure you take advantage of that. If you want to make some moon water, which is do you guys know what moon water is? No? So moon water is just like you take a glass of water or a jar of water and you put it outside, make sure you cover. And if you're gonna drink it, it needs to be filtered water. So if you wanna do that tonight or maybe tomorrow, you just get some water and put it outside under the moon. And the moon would charge the water for you. It's beautiful. I do that every moon. Every full moon. You can do that under any moon, but the full moon, it's when the light is it's more bright. So, and maybe when you put the water out, you can set an intention and just talk with the moon, you know, please charge this water with whatever I need. So it's a very simple thing to do. Once again, going back to the baby steps and doing the little things that we can do to help us and sustain our healing journeys. And if you'd like to hear more about my work and to continue to work with me, I created a very special program so that it's very affordable to every single person. I do a lot of retreats here in Hawaii for those who don't know me. And I noticed that not every person can afford my retreat. So I created a program that is affordable for everybody so that we can have a one-on-one experience. And if you are interested in that, I will send you a link so that you can hear more about it. And also, I am doing another group retreat, and this one would be in June, and it's called the Solstice Renew Retreat. I'm very excited about this retreat. So if you want to hear more about it, it would be in June under the solstice, which is this time where the nature is really blooming. So everything's greener. There's a lot of energy. And I had this inspiration to do this retreat here in Hawaii that I'm very excited about. So if you want to learn more about this, you can check my website. But other than that, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure to guide you throughout the meditation and to share a little bit about the things that I believe in. And if anyone like to say anything, please do so. Okay. So thank you. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you, Katherine.
Welcome. Bye, Linda. Hi, good to see you. Thanks for showing your face. Bye, Riley. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.